Hey everyone, welcome back to Fate Stay Night Remastered Dragon Jays. So quick little apology. Last video, I just realized this and I've already edited it and posted it and scheduled it and all that to YouTube. So I can't, well, I could, I guess, take it down and redo the entire thing, but I I don't have it saved at the exact point that I was at. I'm not gonna fool with that. But anyway, there was no desktop audio that was being recorded. So none of the characters were being recorded or the sound from the last episode. So apologies about that, but I do have it fixed now. I just realized that in the middle of recording this current episode, just a couple minutes in, so I'm actually redoing a little bit of this recording, which isn't that big deal. I literally got to like from this room to the next room, like in the same house, so it wasn't much. But anyway, Sakura Mato and Rin Tohsaka are apparently in the other room fighting, according to Saber here, so we're about to go check that out. Hold on, don't throw me into a situation I don't understand just as I'm waking up. Is that happening in Tohsaka's room? No, the living room. I just passed by, so I do not know the details. Got it, I'll head there now. Oh, but there's something I forgot to do. What is it, Shirou? Yeah, I made a comment last time when I was just recording this a few minutes ago, but he's so, like, lawful, good, chivalrous, it, like, almost gets in the way of things. It's a huge detriment, like, detriment in a good way, but it's a huge detriment to his, to his goals and stuff, is because his morality gets in the way of things and his chivalry. But good morning, Saber. Thanks for waking me. I do like that because you rarely, well, not rarely, but seeing a lawful good protagonist that actually stays lawful good for a pretty extended period of time, and that lawfulness getting in the way of themselves. It's an interesting idea to explore. I greet her and then I head out to the hallway. But seriously, what the heck did Tohsaka do to start an argument with Sakura? Tohsaka! In the living room. There's no sign of Sakura. Tohsaka is alone, casually watching the weather forecast on TV. Ah yes, I remember when I was a teenager and used to argue over the Weather Channel. Morning. What a way to start the morning, shouting my name like that. She turns around as if to ask if something had happened. Huh? That's weird. It doesn't look like she was fighting with Sakura at all. I don't think she really would get flustered from a fight. Morning. Hey, Tohsaka, I heard you and Sakura were arguing. Is that true? Huh? Oh, from Saber. Yes, it may have seemed that way to an outside observer, but it was nothing really. I just told her not to come here for a while. You know, that could only be so upsetting for the girl who, like, probably the highlight of her day is coming over to the place where she's not being abused and doesn't have to worry about her brother. She's so casual about basically banning Sakura from my house. That's ridiculous. Also, it's my house, not yours, to dish out rules. That's kind of disrespectful to me, or to Shirou. Sakura already said no to staying away from this house, so there's no way she would agree even if we asked again. She wouldn't agree, but she went home after I presented her with a compromise. I told her I would go back home without argument if she stays away for a week. She agreed to those terms. She went home, even if she was a little reluctant. Oh right, she sends her regards. At least they compromised. There's been a lot of compromises having to go on lately. You did what? Why would she do something like that without telling me? That does really suck for Sakura, and for her relationship with, not even relationship, but just friendship with Shirou as it stands. I feel like it might do a little dent into it. Actually, I shouldn't yell at her for it. Tohsaka's just done something I should have. You're right. Sorry for making you be the bad guy so early in the morning. You must feel terrible, Tohsaka. Huh? No, it wasn't bad or unpleasant for me. Why would you think that, Shirou? Because weren't you and Sakura friends? Telling Sakura to leave not once but twice doesn't sound like a fun job. I don't think they're close friends. I think they just talk in passing at school. That's why I feel bad. I'm the one who should take charge, but I made you do the dirty work again. Tohsaka's good at doing the dirty work. That's fine. I just kicked out Sakura for my own safety. There's no reason for you to apologize. Huh? What do you mean for your own safety? Well, so I can woo you without her getting in the way. Lessening the competition. Now I'll only have Saber and you to fight it with. Well, or not, different voice. Well, you said Shinji's a master, right? Knowing him, if Shinji finds out Sakura comes here, he'll target this place, so it's best to keep Sakura away from here until we finish dealing with Shinji. How is that your safety? Oh, well, okay. Kind of. It's both of our safeties. Both Sakura and Rin's. I get it. She makes a good point. She is usually pretty correct about her decisions, I will say. Shinji said he doesn't tell Sakura anything. I don't think he was lying. But if he finds out his little sister comes here so often, he might get the wrong idea. You're right. It could look to Shinji like we're taking Sakura hostage, even though this is a tradition that we've been doing for like a year. Exactly. But more importantly, this place is still dangerous. I wouldn't want her to be walking around at night, so it's best for her to stay away from here for a while. This is for Sakura's own safety as well as ours. I wonder with the week deadline if the whole Holy Grail War will conclude by the end of the, in the next 7 days. Doubtful, but maybe. Yeah, you're right. I feel bad for Sakura, but I'll just have to apologize and ask her forgiveness later. Though I won't be able to explain myself even when the time comes. Maybe you will, like if the Holy Grail War's passed, you can probably talk about it. Huh? This is really getting to me. I feel really bad about turning Sakura away like this, even if it's temporary. She's very sweet. She doesn't deserve any flack. Not that we're meaning any ill will, but it sucks. She's been so unselfish about helping me all this time. I love having a maid around, in other words. Now I have to do more chores? How dare she? Oh, you look really down. What happened to all that energy you had when you shouted at me earlier? Shout at me more. Are you all sad and lonely not having Sakura around? Now she's being a tease. Tohsaka grins maliciously. Oh crap, I've known she'd tease me whenever I show vulnerability, but I went and did it again. Leave me alone. Sakura was the symbol of peace at our house. She offset whatever Fujine and I were lacking, so of course I'm down about us sending her away for our own selfish reasons. She does balance out that dynamic. Oh, so you do understand. If you can say that much, then you pass. I'd say you're starting to get more determined. Huh? What are you trying to say? Don't you get it? Once this war ends, Sakura will come back. You say you don't want the Holy Grail War, but that just means you should fight to take back the peaceful life you had before, see? Now you have a clear goal. Tohsaka smiles her biggest smile. She, does have a good point. Very biggest is, not proper English grammar. Not proper English. Did I have to say, whatever. ... When she puts it like that, I really have no choice but to agree. Dang, I don't know what to say. What she said there confirms that she's both mean-spirited and ridiculously awesome at the same time. So, basically, I love you. What? So Sakura won't be coming here for a while? Yeah, that's what's going on. Why don't you do your parents a favor and go home once in a while for a change? Gramps was complaining about his daughter neglecting him. Oh, so he's trying to like shoo her away too. Leave Dad out of this. He's not going to die or anything, whether I'm there or not. And with Sakura gone, I have to be even more vigilant. You're still a boy, so if anything fishy happens here, I'll be the one who gets in trouble and even loses her job. If that happens, are you gonna take responsibility, Shirou? That'll never happen. Sadly, since I'm a man, I can't really confidently deny that. Have some self-control. Have some discipline with yourself, dude. I just can't help it when I get turned on. I gotta act right then and there. Gotta slow your roll, bud. If that's really what he's thinking. Emiya, why'd you just stop? She glares. Tohsaka's eyes bore into me from one side. Oh, dang. She's also like, yeah, why did you stop? What you planning? I don't think anything would happen. Tohsaka's not staying here for fun, you know. I sure know that. We're here for serious business. Womp, 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 womp. Not actually. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Sounds like Emiya is trustworthy, Miss Fujimura. Of course, even from my point of view, Shirou's really composed. So much so, he might be overdoing it. ... Saber continues to eat in silence as she observes the two interacting. It's been 2 days, but I don't think I'll ever get used to this. I mean, 2 days is not that long. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Shirou. It's about the Kyudo Club. Did you hear Mitsuzuri got hurt? Mitsuzuri? Did she pick a fight with someone in another club again? Honestly, she really needs to calm down. She's gonna be a third year soon. What's my tie to Mitsuzuri? That's, Tohsaka's friend, right? So how she's doing? Is she hurt bad? No, she's fine. She just sprained her ankle. She was apparently attacked by some shady guy on her way home. You know she runs fast. She made a mad dash, but it sounds like she fell and got hurt. I see. I'm glad nothing bad happened, but honestly, whoever tried to attack her is either a real daredevil or they're just reckless. Either way, they were a fool. I just thought... You thought she would have knocked the culprit out rather than run? Fujine grins. Yep, she sure knows. Yeah, Ayako. I didn't remember her last name. I just remember first. But it is the girl that is Tohsaka's friend. She sure knows Ayako Mitsuzuri well. Yeah, it's rare for Mitsuzuri to run away. But I guess she's not so tough against thieves. I suppose things worked out for the best. Something like that will probably teach her a thing or two about being feminine. You can... Why? I don't like that. Well, like, I'm not for, like, oh, I don't know, this is a weird topic to talk about, but, like, she doesn't need to be a certain way for her to be female. She's female just because, you know, she has the parts of being female. She could act like whatever. She's still female and in some nature feminine. She doesn't have to do a certain thing, but if you're attacked by an armed person, or like, I mean, didn't say if she was attacked by an armed person, but if you're attacked by an armed person with a knife, yeah, run away. Like, I munch on my rice, nodding approvingly, but in my mind, probably some kind of knife. Usually you don't just walk up to someone and say, hey, give me the money. Probably got something to back it up, some kind of force behind it. Hey, Emiya. Suddenly, Rin Tohsaka slaps my shoulder, smiling at me. I have some news for you. What? I doubt it'll be more interesting than what I just heard. Yeah, I never mentioned this before, but Ayako and I are really good friends. Did you know we're close enough that we hang out on the weekends? Wait. Why is this so climatic to him? Why are she and Mitsuzuri friends? Come again? Because of their bet with each other to get a boy first. Oh, don't worry. I'm gonna make sure I tell her every single word you just said. I'm sure if I tell her about how happy Emiya was when he heard about her predicament, why, I bet she'll break 10 stacks of tiles from sheer delight. Oh, that's why because she's about to rat on him for saying, she'd be more feminine for X thing. Yeah, Shirou is very, like, traditional in that regard. Like, there's a very standard way of being feminine, there's a very standard way of being masculine, and if you don't fit inside that box, then how dare you, kind of a thing. I would like to amend my statement. Actually, see, it was just a figure of speech. It's not something I'd be proud if people heard, so I would really appreciate it if you kept it to yourself. Like, that'd be totally awesome. Oh, really? Well, I could keep quiet about it, but it'd be really hard for me to do that unless there was maybe something in it for me. I might just accidentally slip up, you know. I love Tohsaka so much. I can't believe this. Sure, you sound sincere, but I'm not buying it. She does not sound sincere, dude. Really? You're gonna look up here at this really with like 3 E's and 2 L's? Well, wait, really? He usually has 2 L's. Really with 3 E's and tell me that she's being serious and all these italicized words? Oh, I'm sorry. Don't get me wrong. I'm not playing around here. Yeah, there's no misunderstanding here. She's enjoying this. Got it. I'll start making Western-style breakfast from now on. You said it earlier. You mentioned that breakfast should have bread. Good. And I think some jams, apart from marmalade, would be... Oh, nice. Like strawberry jam. I love jellies and jams and preserves. Oh, man. Because I eat like a peanut butter sandwich almost every day. And just trying out different like jams and jellies made by different companies and stuff. Oh, it's so nice. I don't know what you have against Japanese breakfast, you foreigner wannabe. You gaijin. I can't believe you would so radically change your breakfast just to suit your needs, you tyrant. What needs does she have? She doesn't need bread. She just wants it. That is not entirely true. I would also be pleased to have bread served at breakfast. Soft-boiled eggs would also be an excellent addition. Yeah, because you're from the West. Saber, whose identity I won't say. Saber jumps right into the discussion. Is that so? Fine, you all just want Western-style food, dang it. Sakura makes a Western-style breakfast one time and it goes right to your heads. Fine then, I'll serve bread for tomorrow, so no more complaints, right? So what was said here stays here. Don't you dare blab about this to Mitsuzuri. I huff and shove rice into my mouth without looking at either of them. I feel like serving bread would be easier because with the rice, you have to like... I mean, it's easy to cook rice, especially if you have a rice cooker, but like... like even if it's not sliced bread, like slicing bread is not that complicated. I find it easier than, you know, having to clean out a whole rice cooker every single morning. Why would you be doing something so pointless? Fujine, who had been watching our conversation with a look of wonderment, finally speaks up. What do you mean pointless? Even if Tohsaka isn't going to say anything, I'm gonna tell Mitsuzuri anyway. No way I would pass up talking about something so interesting. Dude. Fujine shakes her head disapprovingly as she eats. She's such an awful teacher. ... I mean, she's a fun teacher, but golly. Actually, I need to think of a way to deal with her, or I'm really in trouble. Granted, this is coming from the teacher yesterday who is like, I was sitting really weird at my desk and one of my students was like, why are you sitting like that? And I said, why do you look like that? And they just all went, ooh, ooh, ooh. Breakfast ends and it's 7:30. Fujine surprisingly stays back and suggests that the 3 of us walk to school. ... But we can't do that. I made a decision last night. Now that I've said I won't rely on Saber, I can't afford to take it easy anymore. Alright. Right, so let's get to training or to school or whatever. Then let's go. Did you lock up, Shirou? We're yet to walk outside the door for me to lock up. No, don't worry about locking up. I'm not going to school today. I wave Fujine and Tohsaka off. Fujine freezes, stupefied for just a few seconds. What do you mean you're not going to school? Yeah, I think telling your homeroom teacher directly, yeah, I'm skipping, is maybe not great. Huh? That face. Tohsaka beat Fujine to the chase. That's right. Meow, that's right. You don't look sick enough to miss school today, Shirou. No, but my scar hurts. You know how scars hurt when the weather changes. It's like that. Oh, they don't. I have scars. They don't ever hurt. If any, they tingle sometimes, but like... You're lying, Shirou. Yeah, but let me off the hook for just today, Fujine. It's not that I don't like school, there's something I have to do, and it's just more important right now. So let me go. I wish I could do that with work. Just be like, I'm just not gonna show up today, and I'm just gonna go do a thing that's more important right now. That's not how it works. Everything would fall apart immediately if I were to do that, especially if you're in a role of like any kind of leadership. Everything would just crumble if you're just like, nah. The president of the United States was just like, nah. Trump just said, nah, I'm not gonna do it today. Meanwhile, I don't know, whatever is going on. I don't keep up with politics, but he's just like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. It'll be huge. Oh, come on. How can I respond if you were going to put it like that? You always were cagey when you had something really important to take care of. Fujine is complaining, but at least she understands. So there it is. I'll leave the school to you, Sakura. Yeah, I'll leave the whole school in your hands. Oh, right, because the whole bounded field thing. We could go help out with that, though. Okay. Not much is going to change just because you're not there. That's not a bad idea, Mia. Yeah, leave the house to me. I'm not going to work for a while either, so I won't be leaving the house much. Is he just going to spend the whole day training? Got it. Then I'm heading out, Shirou. If you're going to skip school because you're hurt, you shouldn't leave the house much. Oh, is that the story we're going with? Well, see you. I'm giving you a pass today, but you're going to have to discuss this with me beforehand next time. You're not my mom. I mean, you are my teacher, but you're not my mom. I should probably clean the floors. Let's get to work. Yes, the training arc. Let the training arc commence. I told Saber to meet me here a little later. Always just do the bare minimum of cleaning in here. It's been years since I sparred with anyone in this place. It'd probably be rude to both the dojo and Saber if I don't clean up a little. Yeah, because she's so concerned about Japanese traditions. But honestly, I don't know what she's going to do for her sword training. Y'all are gonna use swords and probably hit each other. It's usually what happens during sword training. I've sparred using a shinai with Kiritsugu many times, but Kiritsugu and I never really cared about proper form. It was more like a couple of amateurs beating each other up. Okay. I never really had any plans to practice kendo seriously, and I was really only taught how to fight opponents wielding a sword. I was never keen on using tools in a fight. My interest was always making and fixing them. If you're concerned about making and fixing the sword, or strengthening it, I feel like knowing how to fight with it is equally important, if not more so. In that sense, this might be the first time for me to learn proper swordsmanship in any serious sense. Saber's swordsmanship is different than kendo, but I'm sure there are some things in common, and I don't think they're so different. I won't be able to keep up. I hear the door open. Saber arrives, precisely on time. That works out well since I've just finished cleaning. Sorry I made you wait. I was thinking of having you teach me here. Yes. Is something the matter, Shirou? You look like you have just seen something unusual. Oh, it's nothing. I was just surprised that you're still in the same clothes. I thought you were gonna wear your other outfit. I don't... She's she's training you. We're not going to war here. We're training with swords, so I immediately thought of Saber and her armor, since that's what she always wears when she's fighting. If you prefer me armored, I can change. You are right, I was not thinking. Even should we only be practicing, I'm disrespecting you by not wearing my armor. My apologies, I will change right away. Oh, that's not what I mean. I just misunderstood. It's fine. Yeah, you're so disrespectful not being in your armor, Saber. It's fine. I actually prefer you in this outfit to your armor. Huh? Are you not saying my outfit is unsatisfactory? Unsatisfactory? I mean, you don't look like you're dressed for a bout right now, but it shouldn't matter so long as you're comfortable. Wearing armor all day will just tire you out. Makes a good point. Oh wait, that does change it for y'all. I just realized something, because I thought for a while, so I have something that lets me control the volume coming into my headphones, but it is also affecting, yeah, it also affects how loud it is for you guys too. I've never taken notice of that before, because I was like, wow, this music is so loud, and I realized how far up it was coming on the desktop audio. So sorry about that if I'm kind of getting shut out. I don't want it to be that loud. I want it to be noticeable, but not loud. That may be true, but don't you think this is an inappropriate look for wielding a sword? Why would you think that? It's not weird, you look good. I'm literally about to be fighting you in my pajamas. You always look good to me, though. I think you look better right now than you do in your armor. Is she blushing? I do not quite understand. This outfit is certainly easy to move in, but it is ill-suited for combat. I believe this is quite an inadequate look for a saber. Don't you dare wear that outfit in a fight, dummy. You're a girl, Saber. Girls look good in outfits like this, so this is fine. Dude, really? Really? Okay. And then I return the rag I'd been cleaning with to the bucket, and I bring back two shinai that had been leaning against the wall. So what are you planning for training, Saber? I'm leaving everything to you to decide, so tell me anything, no matter how absurd it might be. I toss her the bamboo sword. Saber seems distracted as she catches the shinai and stares at me quietly. Huh? Is there a problem with bamboo swords? Don't tell me you want to use wooden or even real blades. She's really a tough instructor. This is beyond anything I imagined. Oh, no, that is not it. These are certainly excellent mock swords for practice sessions, so let us use them. Why then? Okay, I'm trying to figure out, why did she blush? So where are you planning training? Blah, blah, blah. Toss her. Distracted. I don't know. That's weird. I don't know what caused her to, like, actually blush that time around. Saber draws in a deep breath. Sounds like she's hyperventilating in the corner. Goes right back to being the normal Saber as I know her. That's a relief. It'd be too noisy to spar with wooden swords. Yeah, because the noise will disturb the neighbors in my mansion. So what are we going to do? Are you going to make me strengthen my body by swinging the sword 500 times or run laps? That will not be necessary. From what I've observed, your athletic abilities are above average. If we intended to further fortify your body, it would take more than a day or two. I don't think teaching me fully how to be competent in a sword is going to take longer than a day or two. Or that will take longer. You may be unskilled as a mage, but you are not bad as a warrior. You must have trained hard from a young age. Well, that's all I was really good at. I just do physical labor and all. You don't have to be talented in magecraft to work out physically. That must have worked in your favor. One of the reasons you survived Lancer's attack must be that very training. Just a mad scramble of luck. But it will not be enough for you to defend yourself. Humans are bound by limitations. Your body has not yet reached its limit, and breaking through that limit would be difficult. That is why I'll be teaching you only one thing: how to fight. What do you mean, just fight? Based on your tone, it doesn't sound like you'll teach me how to fight. Probably just how to freaking survive. I mean, and just turn your instincts on. Of course not. The techniques employed in battle cannot be learned overnight. All I can do is make certain master experiences as many battles as possible. Oh, so she's just about to rip you a new one, basically. Yeah, a good way of learning is like just being shoved up against the wall and saying, make it work, despite your circumstances. I am not a skilled teacher, so I am baffled what you would seek my guidance. That you would. Moshi Moshi. Hello? Having her sound so proud about that makes it a bit awkward for me as her student. So we're gonna have a bunch of matches? Yes, that is all, Master. Oh, not soften our blows. You're about to have bruises all over you, dude. We shall not soften our blows. We will fight as if we mean to kill each other. Well, you will understand after perhaps an hour. We're about to get destroyed. Saber readies herself, gently gripping her shinai. Huh? I tilt my head, wondering what she means, but I also grip my shinai as Saber does. In that instant, my vision goes black. I immediately black out. Did he actually get knocked out? Saber is teaching me, Saber the teacher, is teaching me one very simple lesson. No matter what I do, you suck. No matter what strategy I come up with, you suck. None of it will change the outcome of a fight against someone I just don't have a chance of beating. That's also very, very valid lesson. Very good lesson. Ouch! That hurt! It's definitely broken! If it were broken, your arm would look far worse. It may be a bad bruise, but you will recover soon. Okay, then let's keep going. Alright, we're gonna see how this little training arc, and actually no, I want to keep it going this episode. Let's keep it going a little bit longer. Huh? Do you intend to continue, Shirou? It may be a bruise, but you should not move again so quickly. Says the person who didn't hesitate to charge at my arm. Well, she's intending to kill. Fine. If you don't feel like it, I'll use this opportunity. I got her. Oh, dang. Nope. Obviously. She's like, really? That was a poor attempt. Please listen to me. You are obviously fatigued. You must rest or all of our training will be in vain. But it's disgraceful for you to beat me so badly when you're so obviously taking it easy on me. Almost like it's her whole life that she's probably, you know, honed these skills. Not one day. If I can't even get you to so much as raise a brow, I'll be too frustrated to even collapse. If you want me to be surprised, I am plenty surprised. I knew you were stubborn, but I entirely failed to anticipate the extent. I mean, you should have figured that out from our argument last night. Well, sorry about that. I hate losing. Y'all have that in common. Y'all are both extremely stubborn. Y'all hate losing. Y'all do have that in common. Yes, you have demonstrated that many times, so you needn't say so. We will be taking a break, so please put your bamboo sword down. The floor is slippery with sweat. We are not trying— oh, wait, this is still her talking. The floor is slippery with sweat. We are not trying to carry out mock battles in extreme situations, so there is no point in carrying on while we are exhausted and on unstable footing. Why not? I thought combat training was supposed to simulate worst-case scenarios, if not. That is even more pointless. Listen, Shirou. If you say you are going to fight against the servant, doing so will be pointless unless you are in peak condition, have the best footing, and a prepared path of retreat. Unless the conditions are perfect, you will not be able to fight against the servant. Your desire to fight while you are in the worst possible state is foolish in itself. So, wait. I want to point out this point that she just said here. Wait, no, this. Unless the conditions are perfect, you will not be able to fight against the servant. Saber, what did you do last night? Saber, I know I'm eating this microphone right now, but Saber, what did you do last night? You weren't in perfect condition. It was not perfect condition. You shouldn't have been fighting a servant. All I'm gonna say. Exactly. Oh wait, I didn't even read his line. So what you're saying is that I shouldn't even bother trying to fight in situations like this. Exactly. In a situation like this, there is no miracle which would save you, Shirou. Your best way to fight should be to fully prepare yourself, then pursue the best course of action in a given situation. Got it. Then I'd like to take a break. Alright, we'll let him take his break in the next episode. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Bye.